After making a name for themselves through sequels, settling financial hardships with crowdfunding, and having recently been acquired by Microsoft, The Outer Worlds marks perhaps one of the strongest efforts from Obsidian. At times outdoing its inspiration, it's a stupendously engaging RPG that deftly blends an engrossing world, a thoroughly moldable experience, and dark humour with excellent results. With plenty of polish this time around, it makes Bethesda's competing series pale in comparison. If you have any interest in these kind of Western RPGs, The Outer Worlds is simply a must-buy. Awoken from a deep freeze sleep, the hero of the piece awakens to find a world shaped by powerful megacorporations to the point they run colonies and terraform planets. As you explore this incongruous world, a multitude of characters and factions appear, which often allow for a great deal of freedom in how you react and shape their perception of you. The main thread is engaging, with Phineas the mad scientist serving as a likeable guide through these worlds, and some interesting twists along the way. The excitement comes from how you can manipulate factions and characters, changing the outcome of quests and offering incentive to play through again. The moral ambiguity of these decisions adds to the intrigue, with the lack of a good-bad karma system making key choices less obvious. Thrust into the world of Halcyon, The Outer Worlds lets you mould your character with different builds. You can put points into combat proficiency, speech bonuses, and scientific skills. Each aspect feels well thought out, with mechanics that propel these systems. Combat, allowing you to utilise melee or guns, works well with smooth shooting and decent blunt weapon combat. You can also use a workbench to add elemental damage, improve stats, and tinker to add more damage. Stealth is good too, with clear line of sight and lockpicking allowing you to bypass some fights. Or, as you approach key NPCs, you can talk your way out of a situation using either your charm, threats, or lies. This freedom of growth allows you to enjoy the game in a myriad of ways, whether you talk yourself out of a fight, sneak through using hacking, or complete a mission with brute force.
Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Speaking of which, along with a series of main quests, Outer Worlds offers dozens of side missions along the way. These are divvied into several categories, which focus on factions, companions, and tasks. While the latter often boils to simplistic collection quests, the other two are deep, layered missions, which offer multiple conclusions. Companion quests vary in length, but offer a cool insight to the handful of characters you recruit along the way. These companions are quite customizable too, allowing you to equip weapons and armor, set their attack pattern, and even dismiss them if you feel inclined. There's tons of ways to change, mold, and experiment during your time with the Outer Worlds, and it feels remarkably deep. Taking in all the sights can easily lead to over 40 hours of gameplay, and seeing the different outcomes definitely welcomes more playthroughs. You can see the Outer Worlds' influences pretty quickly, as from the first person perspective to the malleable mission design, it feels similar to Fallout. But it would be a disservice to write it off as a mere clone. Tactical time dilation, a sort of substitute to VATS, slows down time and allows you to pinpoint damage, be it to the head or groin, and inflict status effects during this mode. It feels less restrictive, and offers satisfying kills nonetheless. Flaws are an interesting wrinkle, where repeated exposure to negative effects can result in an offer from the corporations, usually giving skill points at a disadvantage, such as a phobia of machines. This can bite you in the long run, where unpredictable encounters will reduce your effectiveness, and it's quite clever. There's also science weapons, a slew of outlandish artillery which includes shrink rays and mind control beams, and though finding them can be a drawn out process, it proves worthwhile.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei, we'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Obsidian have crafted a polished, varied world. As you navigate between different planets, these locales range from the impoverished Edgewater town to the Moonlight Siler. Every locale feels densely packed with life and unique quirks, as governing corporations influence them. The Outer Worlds isn't always the best looking game, with flaws such as texture pop-ins, odd lip syncing, and performance issues dampening the game, but the distinct style of alien planets meshed with 50s propaganda works, and it's far more polished than some of Obsidian's previous games, such as New Vegas. The sound is even better, with superb voice acting which helps bring the dense script to life and keep it engaging, potent and memorable effects such as the jingles which accompany branded vending machines, and a darkly comic sense of humour, parodying corporate culture, entitlement and advertising, with poor NPCs being forced to recite canned lines from these corporations. The Outer Worlds is a rich, deep RPG, which supersedes its inspirations in a myriad of ways. From the engrossing world, flexible mission design, and refined mechanics, Obsidian really knocked it out of the park this time. Whether you're smooth-talking your way out of a fight, blasting hostiles into bloody chunks, or sneaking through while picking clean anything in sight, it's just thoroughly enjoyable. While the dense scope and minor technical flaws may turn some players off, and devout fans of the genre may find some aspects derivative, most will enjoy a superb role-playing game that deserves multiple playthroughs.
You've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it.